Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game. He has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And a good job in coverage. Stop it after just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
To the air, it's Nelson. Got his man on the right. He gets it close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The offense changing the play. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Coleman. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Just keeps slinging it. Makes the grab. It's Coleman. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on fourth down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Love the call going RPO here on 4th and short. And how about the running back? This is a guy that gets the tough yards. He finds ways to get those hidden yards. He can push the pile, drive the legs. Showed you that right there.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position.
There he goes. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes with the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to...
It's a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Caught behind the line. It's Valentine. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Speeding down the left side. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it out. It's Mjpls. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Flanagan. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Powers through the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks, it's Williams. And he was loose loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss it.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first down.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Takes the handoff. It's Moffitt. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Throws to the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. Might be calling a hot route. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Turning it on! He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off.
Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Red pass hits complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Back's looking for the goal line. He's in for the score. Touchdown. Getting set for the point after.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's still running after the move. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Escapes the sack. Got room to work. Across the 45. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Perez. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Splits the uprights. It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. They finally make the stop, and he almost ran that baby all the way into the locker room. What a way to end the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Coming out with it, it's Tuggle. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half. So now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Can they catch it? Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw, it's Nelson. Bringing the heat. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Moffitt. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here come the Irish back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Gilbert. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Caught. Close to the marker. It's Moffitt. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead, but you're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last.
He'll take a shot. And it's caught. Touchdown.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires to the tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Slings it downfield. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. One final play before the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Valentine. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Off play action on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
There he goes. Makes the catch and runs his way into the end zone for the touchdown. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Perez. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here come the Irish back on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens. It breaks free in the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. He'll keep it himself. Shakes off the defender. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Beisel, nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is look.
And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw it?
Going deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Looking to scramble. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it out. It's Perez. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room.
Oh, he's got some space. Steps out 4-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Lets it fly. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Mjpls. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the sticks, it's Flanagan. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. After back-to-back misfires, they're hoping this time's the charm on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
A personal foul in overtime. What an egregious mistake, and one that he won't be able to explain. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's down.